It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown.
It's the Falcons and the Silver and Black on Monday Night Prime Time.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Vegas. Avery Williams on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins, one of the big moves in the offseason. Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, how about that for a statement on your opening drive, Mike? I mean, we knew coming in that they wanted to get this run game going, and man, boy, did they ever.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That is caught at the 3. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Again, it's Madison. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll stick with Madison.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. Ray McLeod, deep to return. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Falcons offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. The 25-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He's to the 10, and he's going to be taken down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Ball sitting at the 7, first and goal. To throw is Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Cousins. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's first and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Here's second and 9. From the gun, here's Minshew. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On third and a yard, it's Minshew. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner, so that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up first and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Throwing again is Minshew. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And he will go all the way. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are on the board. It's now 14-7. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Pitts is the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Antonio Pierce objecting to that previous call, and out comes the red challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Play action now. It's Cousins. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. On is Koo for the point after. It's up and good. And the Falcons will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Laube. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Straight ahead, here's Madison. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
It's the game of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw with Minshew. That one caught by Tucker. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Falcons, 45-yard line.
Play action now with Minshew. That's taken in by the running back, Madison.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. To throw once more, here's Minshew. And the defense can't come up. Stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to 4th down. They'll go. It's Madison. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. They find a way to convert on. Here's Minshew. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've shown. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done.
The field goal. This about as short as you can get. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it, and for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. On first down, a run with Madison. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Man in motion here is Tucker. On second down, here comes Madison. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Vegas.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll come up here, first and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Here's Minshew now. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Well, Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Cousins to throw. Left side in the hands of London. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's caught right side. It's London. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. That his second touchdown tonight. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back set to go once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Minshew. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Minshew. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll go here with Madison. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On the give, this is Madison. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Minshew. His throw left side is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go. Throwing is Minshew. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Matthew Judon in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, Minshew. He gets this one to Tucker. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To the air on third down, it's Minshew. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now Minshew. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes, on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Cousins now. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. He's got Myers on the completion. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Minshew out of the pistol here. That one caught by Tucker. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. To throw once more, here's Minshew. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now the Raiders are going to use their third and final timeout. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.